And we're live. Okay, so I have my co-host, Kelly, who is joining me.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. And we are doing a little segment, Petite Regulars. And today we thought we would do dresses because the weather is just absolutely beautiful. The sun is shining outside. It's a little chilly.
A little bit.
But it was in the 80s last week, and you just never know what you're going to find in
That's
Georgia.
true.
But it's a great time to be thinking about dresses, and we're going to kick it off with Talbots because Talbots has a really great petite
That is
section.
true. Yeah, they really do. Their petite section not every single thing is in petites, but you can find quite a bit over there. So it's a great place to shop for petites.
And I also know, because I have many readers that write in, they're plus petites, so they also like that because do you know of any other brand that has plus petites on hand?
And Taylor does have, and Loft sometimes does have some petite plus, but I think their sizing is called a little bit different. So I think you just have to really know like which brand is calling that size a size that's going to fit you.
Okay.
So they vary because sometimes they're numbered and sometimes they're letters. So you really just have to try a bunch and see what works the best, and then go from there.
So again, welcome. And I just want to let everybody know you can stop by and say hello. You can drop your name, where you live. We always love to hear our worldwide audience, where everybody's from. And you can also stop and ask us questions because we have someone that's monitoring our chat for us, and they can filter those over to us. So, and then also big announcement. So we won't be here next week.
Right.
Because I'm on a little trip, and then the following week we're off as well. But then we're going to come back and we're going to change our lives to Sunday because we think that is a better time to tune in with all of you, because we really would like the lives to be like more interactive, where you can definitely come and ask us questions. So
For sure.
anyway, but let's talk about petites regulars, because I'm a regular, and I have my wedges on now, so I'm probably about 6 feet tall. So. I'm considerably taller than Kelly. Anyway,
And I'm even wearing heels today.
yes, but today I really am. But one thing that I know is that I do not have the challenge of shopping that many of you do. So, and that's where Kelly comes in, and she can just share her perspective on petites. And she right now is modeling a Talbots. This is their Halter eyelet.
Yeah, the
I
Halter
think.
eyelet dress. Yeah.
And I do have that in regular too. I just don't have it on.
Yeah. But
Do you want to say this? Somebody stop by?
Yeah, we have Nancy from Freezing, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Nancy from Pennsylvania.
And then she says that the red dress is beautiful.
oh, good.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it's really cute.
I really like it. Yeah.
I love red. Do you wear a lot of red?
I do now. I didn't used to, because I, as a petite person, kind of like really, I used to be the type of dresser that felt, because I was petite and had a hard time shopping, I was very limited in what I could wear. And that even included color, which was such a drag, because in all my younger years, like I really stuck to neutrals and blacks and grays and things like that. But as I got into my 40s, I started realizing that wearing color was a lot of fun. And so I've really integrated a lot more color into my wardrobe. And prints, I love a good print. So prints and colors are now, mostly what make up my wardrobe.
Okay.
So.
Well, great. Well, I think it's a beautiful dress too.
Claudia from Miami saying hi.
Claudia from Miami. Hello, Claudia. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
And we have one question.
Yeah. And we have a question.
Yeah, that says, where do you find plus size tall clothing? 6 foot tall and size 22.
Oh, wow.
Where do you find plus size clothing for talls? And that is, oh gosh, that is a really challenging.
Yeah.
That's a very challenging question. And honestly, I will have to research that because there's very few brands that actually even cater to talls. Although I do know that Ann Taylor does have a tall section.
I was going to say Ann Taylor. I just spent, I was doing a blog post on petite wide leg pants, and this is going up on the blog tomorrow. So I was over at Ann Taylor because they have a really great petite section, just like Talbots does, and they do have tall, and they also do have plus sizes over there. So not in everything, but you do find a better variety there than in most other brands.
Right. So there you go. I mean, that's a starting point.
Yeah.
So, but we'll dig in a little bit deeper with that because that really is a very specific question and a very specific issue. But your needs should be addressed. So we will get back to you on that as well.
Yeah.
And anything else?
Yeah, we just have Arlette is happy to see Petite being shown,
Mm-hmm.
so she really appreciates Kelly being on.
Yes. So
Yay.
Arlette appreciates the petite section. Which,
Yeah,
and
that's great.
yes,
I love to hear that. Yeah.
me too.
We have Barbara from Austria,
And Barbara from Austria. Hi, Barbara.
Wow.
and then Trisha from California.
And Trisha from California.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, thanks everybody for stopping by.
Yeah, welcome.
So we will just go back to what we have. I brought in dresses from other brands as well as Talbots, but Kelly's going to be talking about Talbots because that really is one brand that caters to petites. So
Yeah, definitely.
and so, what do you think about this dress that you're wearing?
I really like this dress.
It's super cute.
I think that the smocking at the waist is really nice because it gives you a defined waist, but it's not uncomfortable, so you don't have to deal with anything poking or pinching, which is really nice. And honestly, like the eyelet detail is so pretty and it's fun and it's feminine and it's just kind of a great, flowy little sundress.
Gonna do a little spin
Yeah,
because
I will.
the back is really cute too. So
Yeah.
it's a halter dress.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
really
got the
cute.
keyhole in the back, and it's a pullover, and you do have to, button the back. But and I would wear. I'm not wearing it right now, but I would wear a strapless bra with this actually because none of my sort of what do you call these bras? None of
The halter bra.
the halter bra or the racer back bras. None of mine actually kind of fit within this neckline.
Right.
So I would actually switch that up and just go with a strapless. But
I think that'd be a good idea. Well, and you
yeah.
can also just go so many different directions as far as your accessories with this. You could go very minimal. You could actually, I stacked some bracelets today. You could do something fun like that.
Yeah.
And I always I think of this as a vacation and summer dress.
yeah.
And that's when I bring out the fun earrings and I just do like some fun accessories like that. But
Yeah, for sure.
it's a beautiful color.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like you with your accessories, you can really dress this up or down, however you need it to be. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I really like this one.
Okay. Well, do you want to switch it? We'll have Kelly switch into. We'll have you switch into the linen.
Okay.
And then
I'll
I'll
be
talk
right
about
back.
that because one of the dresses that I love this time of year is a linen shirt dress, and so this is from Talbots, and Kelly's going to switch into the petite. So this is actually the dress that you can turn into a duster because it buttons all the way down, and so you can just put it loose over jeans and a tee if you wanted to, or any kind of combo that way. So I love it because it's really a dual purpose dress, but also it just looks beautiful as a dress. And it comes with a self tie, as most linen shirt dresses do. And this is a neutral color. So there again, it goes with just so many things. And if you really want a luxe look, definitely go with a neutral because it just gives a very expensive vibe. It just really does all on its own. So just a little pleat in the back. And usually when it comes to shirt dresses, I always exchange the self-tie belt out for a belt of my own because I love belts and I have a very extensive collection. So, but Kelly will come out and she'll actually show the tie with the dress. But one pair of shoes that I love to wear with a long shirt dress are wedges. So I have these espadrilles on, and actually I had these on in another YouTube video. Everybody thought they were very dangerous. So, but they're really not. These are very substantial. So these are slides. So I don't have any straps, but it would really go actually very beautifully with this dress. And if you like height with comfort, definitely go with the wedge. But there are many wedges out there that have the ankle strap if you feel a little bit more secure that way. So, but I really do like an espadrille wedge when I wear a linen shirt dress. So, and then also this one has a pocket too. So just a little definition there. And then there again, you could easily add a scarf, a beautiful silk scarf if you just wanted a pop of color, because there again, this is a neutral. And many of us shy away from neutrals if we some people, as Kelly was saying, she really shied away from color for many years, but you may be the opposite and think that beige is not a color for you. So I always just recommend just bringing in a beautiful scarf in colors that you love, and then you can tie that around your neck because there's just so many ways that you can go with a neutral. So there's that. And here comes our petite model.
Come in.
But actually before she gets here, so here's another linen shirt dress, and this is from Talbots.
What I was wondering, was it
Oh yes, so the linen shirt dresses from Talbots, and thanks for that reminder. We have everything linked in the description box, and then once we finish the live, then we'll put everything in the comment section too. So the first comment. So yes, so that was a Talbot's dress. So that was a regular, and then Kelly is wearing the petite.
So I have the petite version.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really love the length of this. I think this is great. I love that it's long sleeve because I think sometimes in the summertime and especially in the spring, it's nice to have something that you can roll the sleeves up or just to have that extra coverage if you're going to be in the sun all day or something like that. I wore this in my daily look on the blog yesterday, and I added a leather belt, like a woven leather belt, because I think I like. The self-tie is a nice idea and it's comfortable and it's easy, but I just don't like having the tie necessarily. I want something a little bit more waist cinching and a little bit more substantial than just the linen tie
But it's
belt.
nice to have options.
Yeah, it is.
It
yeah.
definitely is.
Yeah, I definitely,
so.
when I get a dress that comes with this, I always keep it, because you never know what mood you might be in. So. But yeah, no, I love this. It's so comfortable. It's very soft. And who doesn't love linen? I mean, a lot of people don't because the wrinkles, but I think it's just perfect.
I think more and more people are becoming very accepting of that. And especially, it's just one of the most perfect fabrics for hot weather. And that's what we have in Georgia. I live in linen all summer long. So whether that's a dress, whether that's shorts, whether that's pants, I even have linen tees. I just love it. But one feature that I really love about a shirt dress that goes all the way to the bottom is you can unbutton it to your comfort level, for walking. You could keep it all the way, button it all the way. Or, as Kelly has, you just have a few buttons unbuttoned.
Just a couple,
Makes it a little bit easier to walk.
Yeah, easier movement. I did hear you mention that this is one that you can wear as a duster, and I love that idea too. I really, really like that. And as a petite person, it's, if you're looking online and you're trying to find a duster, you're not going to find one that fits you as well as a dress that can a petite dress that can turn into a duster.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's a good tip.
I always like, bang for my buck and versatility and shirt dresses that button all the way to the bottom, really, they offer that.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But and if you want to switch into your next one, I'll let you do that because then I'll talk about this other linen dress that is from Talbots. And so I featured this on a recent YouTube video, and this one does not button all the way. So it's more of a popover, but one of the aspects that I love about this linen dress, other than its long sleeve, because I do think that that's really nice this time of year when it still can be a little bit chilly and you just need a little extra warmth, so you have that. But some women really don't like to bare their arms. So if that is you, then this dress is for you. But what else I like about this, it has just a little flounce hem. So there's just it's probably about, maybe 6 inches. And this was very popular last year. I have a couple of other dresses like this. So it's just a very simple shirt dress silhouette. Then it has the little flounce. You can get it in plain, like this one from Talbots, or you can get patterns. Lots of choices here, but it's just a beautiful dress. And you can really dress this up. You could dress it down. And it's navy, which is just a very flattering color for so many of us. So I did want to share that. And I think we have a photo of that if you want to float it up. Did we float it up? Okay, good. Yay. And then I want to mention this one. So this is from a brand, it's available at Talbots. It's called Haven Well Within. And if you haven't experienced this brand, I highly recommend it. They really lean into athleisure wear, but they also have dresses, and they have, they have pajamas, loungewear, athleisure wear. So that's really, it's a very casual brand, but it is available at Talbots. It's also available at Ann Taylor, and then they have their own website. So it's Haven Well Within. So I picked this little number up. So I'm going to a little resort next week, and I thought this would be perfect for that. So it's knit, but here's the beauty, because it does have its own lining. So it comes with that, so you don't have to worry because it is knit. It's that crochet look. This has been popular for a couple of years, but you don't have to worry about, showing the assets that you don't want to show, because it does come with its own lining. But I just thought that was very sweet. There again, It is a neutral. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. So I just wanted to share that. And I know that Kelly will be out in a moment with and she has some Talbots dresses that I don't have on the rack. But I went and pulled some other dresses, so I do want to share this with you. So I purchased this last year for my cruise when I went on a Mediterranean cruise last fall. So this is from Tuckernuck, and I also love that brand because they carry many brands over there, and this is one of them. So this is their own label. So this is Tuckernuck, but this is the Marlowe dress, and it comes in many different patterns. So this is a floral pattern, so it's kind of dressy. I paired it with some what did I wear? Gold. How could I forget? One of my most favorite shoes, my gold block-heeled metallic shoes from Francis Valentine. So I wore that, and then it also has a beautiful Cardi Tuckernuck. Oh gosh, I can't remember because I didn't bring it down. I can't remember what brand that is, but we'll have that link down below. But it's a beautiful green, lightweight cashmere that I threw over the top, and it's just a very simple, very sweet look. It is above my knees, so I will also share with you, I'm taller than the average woman, so many dresses that would hit you at the knee or a little bit below hit way above my knee. So I just will share that with you, and this is one of them. But just to show you another pattern in the Marlowe. So I bought this for summer because I love red and I love pink and I love the two together. So this is my little summer fun dress, and it will just really take me a lot of places this summer. And also too, when I have I do have a somewhat of a short dress on right now. This is actually a denim dress from Talbots, and I have some wedges with it, but many times when it's way above my knee, I will bring my heels down and I'll wear flats when it's a very short skirt like this. But okay, so I think Kelly is ready to come back with another Talbots dress, and I think this is another shirt dress.
It is.
Looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I really love this dress.
It's fun.
It's so cute. I mean, the pattern, it's a floral. I love the boldness of it. You know, sometimes it's really great to have like a pattern that is just really, small prints, small flowers, small things like that, that feels very springy, but I love the boldness of
I do too.
the flowers on this, and I love the hemline has a nice stripe at the bottom, which is really great. So yeah, just a really fun kind of classic style, but with a little bit of a modern look to it. I feel like it's really of the moment
It's
right
very
now.
flowy.
Yeah, it
too.
is.
You know, I think it really moves with you, which is really nice.
Yeah, and it's actually very, I feel like it's very, with the kind of balloon sleeves, it feels very elegant, but yet also just totally wearable and easy on a warm day. But it's got the long sleeves if it's chilly, like it is these days lately. So another self-tie here. I would probably leave this because it goes so well with the whole ensemble instead of swapping it out for a different belt.
Yeah. No, that's
But
beautiful.
yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will just remind everybody that we will have everything linked down below in the description box. We try to have photos, Kelly's modeling. I'm just staying in this denim dress from Talbots that actually has pockets. So does your dress have pockets?
Does this have pockets? Oh, it does.
Pockets.
Look at that.
I'm telling you.
All right.
You know that scene?
They're a little bit, yeah, and you
from
can't see them
Bridesmaid?
actually, but yeah.
Do you remember that scene?
I do, yeah.
She's sharing her bridesmaid dress and why it's the best is because it has pockets. And I'm like, honestly, if a dress has pockets, there is a 99% chance it will come home with me because I love pockets.
Yeah, no, it's a great feature. I didn't even realize that it had pockets because it is such a kind of not form fitting, but it just hits all the right places in just the right way.
So you really can't.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So
and
they don't
also
stick out.
too, they're covered buttons, which I think gives it a very nice polished look. So it's not just your regular button.
Yeah, and I will say
elevated.
actually that I could not push my hand through these
Obviously.
I had to unbutton the sleeves to get my hand through, which is why it took me a little bit longer. But I will say if you do have a hard time with difficult to get to buttons, this dress might not be for you because it can be really challenging to do your own buttons with one hand.
Right.
But I don't know whose hand would fit through here because my hands are pretty small.
Yeah,
so
I don't think yes.
I don't think anybody's hands are going to fit through there.
So
but
you're gonna have to manipulate the buttons. But it's a beautiful dress.
yes, but the
definitely.
wristband actually really adds to the what I feel is a very elegant sleeve style.
I love it.
So
And I will also mention too, outside of having everything linked in the description box below, but stop by, say hello, and tell us where you're from. And then also, if you have any questions, we are happy to attempt to answer them. So
I will mention that all of these petite dresses from Talbots are in petite size 0. I'm 5 feet tall and I weigh about 105 pounds. Yeah.
So, and usually a petite size 0. Okay.
Yeah, that's my usual size.
Okay.
So
And you have one more dress, right?
I do.
to
I have
model?
one more.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll let Kelly go change into her next dress, and then I will talk about a dress that I purchased when I was in Florida. Gosh, it's been like almost 2 months ago. So I went to Sarasota, Florida, and actually we had one beautiful day, and then the rest of the days were pretty chilly. So one day it was raining, so my friend Deb and I went shopping, and what a beautiful mall in Sarasota. So I stopped in Tommy Bahama, which I haven't shopped Tommy Bahama and I can't tell you how long. And when I went into the store, I probably could have I could have bought the whole store because I loved absolutely everything that I saw. So this was one of the dresses that I came back with. And so here's my other co-host, Oscar, who thinks he wants to go upstairs. And then he'll want to come downstairs pretty fast. Yeah, I know. But anyway, you figure that out. So anyway, this is they called it just a shift dress. It's linen, and then it just has some little fray around the neckline, which is just a really simple neckline, and then around the hemline too. So just super cute. And I'm always looking for dresses that are going to be comfortable in the summertime because, as I mentioned, Georgia gets incredibly hot. And sometimes I just want to slip into a dress and not have it touch me anywhere. So I don't even want to, mess around with a belt or anything like that. So this ticks all the boxes. So take a look at Tommy Bahama because now I actually go back and I take a look at what they have, and they have some really cute dresses coming up. So, yes.
Somebody wants to know again, how tall is Kelly and what size does she normally wear?
Okay. So Kelly is a size 0 petite, and she is 5 feet tall, 5 feet nothing, and she said that she weighs about 105 pounds. So, and then I also believe she wears an extra small in petite as well. So, but she can come back and give us an update on that. So, any other questions? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go back to my rack. So I have a denim dress on. This is from Talbots, pockets, but I also like this. It's the Mary dress from Frank and Eileen. Come on, there he is. I told you he wouldn't be up there long. Oscar has serious FOMO. He doesn't want to miss out on anything. But anyway, so this is the infamous Mary dress from Frank and Eileen. It's one of their best sellers, and one of my friends who actually, she's just a little bit taller than Kelly, so she has this dress, and of course it hits her at her knees, and she looks just fantabulous in it. Mine hits actually way above my knee, but yes, we have a question.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Somebody's wondering where they can get the blue and white dress that Kelly just modeled.
Okay, well, we have the links in the description box, and you should be able to access that right now. Or can we drop a link in the chat box?
Yeah, what is the dress called?
So it's just the floral. It's the Talbots floral. I'm not exactly sure what the name of it is, but if you go look. But anyway, so it is Talbots, but we also have the link, and we can drop that in the chat for you. So, but back to denim dresses, because I love denim, no matter if it's blue jeans, if it's skirts. I love denim, but I really like denim dresses. So this is a very comfortable dress, and what I like. So what's different between this dress and this dress is the weight of the denim. And this is much lighter than what I have on with the Talbots denim dress. I like them both. They will take you a number of places, so it really goes to just what your preference is. So this is very lightweight, but it's also, it has that lived in, you know, just kind of like old money look. I think that's the appeal of Frank and Eileen to many people. But you can roll the sleeves up, and it's just a very comfortable dress to slip into. And as I said, so one of my really dear friends lives in the Mary dress like all summer long. It's just one of her go-tos and one of her favorites. So here comes Kelly with her another dress from Talbots. And do you know the name of the floral Talbots dress that you just had on? Oh, you got it. Okay.
I don't know the name.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's linked in the chat box. Good job. Thank you. So,
Okay.
well, our videographer is male, and so he doesn't always know what we're referencing when it comes to fashion, but he actually does a pretty good job. So he's learned a lot too.
Yes, he has. Okay, so this
That's
is the last dress
beautiful.
that I got from Talbots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's like a sexy mama dress.
it is.
Yeah.
Who would have thought Talbots, right?
I know.
I know.
See, there you go.
Anybody who thinks that Talbots doesn't have stuff for,
know.
you know, for the old 40 girls.
I know, it really cracks me up. I've been shopping at Talbots since my 20s, and do you want to go up? And I'll never forget. I mean, I've known many of the Talbots managers, you know, throughout the years, and they've always attracted a younger crowd. It's just, I don't know, and I think it's really mostly older women who just kind of give it a bad rap. It's like, oh, I'll never shop at Talbots.
Right,
you know,
right.
because
I don't know
that's-
why though. I mean,
because you're frumpy if you shop there, but I
Yeah.
love them. I love their size inclusion, and this is just really a beautiful dress. So
hello,
this
fun.
is Pax. This is Oscar's best buddy.
Come
Okay,
on.
well, everybody go upstairs.
Go be
here-
buddies.
Yeah, you can go talk.
okay, so
I'll deal with them. You guys go.
I really do think that no matter what the season is,
I know. Never a dull moment with a life.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Especially when you have pets.
so no matter the season, I think you should always have a little black dress
Yeah.
in your closet. So it's really great to have one that's good for winter, maybe of a hevier fabric, but come spring and summer, it's really nice to have one. This is jersey.
It's beautiful.
It is so
I love it.
comfortable. It's got a back zip, but I love the kind of
That's
mock
really
neck
beautiful.
or the funnel neck actually, and then the ruching
Going
on
down.
the side. It just makes it
Yeah. I
just
love
it
that.
gives it a little bit of something extra, and it's I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love the little slit. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ruching. Mm-hmm. And the fabric looks very dreamy.
It is. It's jersey. It's very, very soft, and there is a lining. The lining goes to about mid thigh.
Oh,
so
nice.
there is a lining to
That's
kind of
really
give
nice.
a little bit of a smoothing
Yeah.
effect, because it is I guess a bodycon dress is
Yeah.
what you'd call this.
Yeah.
So it is form fitting. So it is nice that it has a little extra layer of kind of hiding panty lines and things like that.
Well, and this is a dress too that you may want to, you know, pull out your Spanx. Not the one that really sucks you in. I mean, I'm way over that. I mean, those days are gone. But
Yeah.
there really are just some very nice pieces of lingerie that they just like really smooth you out. You know, smooth your bumps out a little bit.
Yeah,
So if you have any
Shapewear.
bumps, so
we all have bumps.
Yeah, no, I really like that dress. That's a beautiful dress.
Yeah, I do too. So yeah, Talbots.
Yeah.
A little black dress.
See? So, and you do wear a size 0. Somebody was asking earlier. So
Yes.
size 0, 5 feet.
Yes.
And then you also wear an extra small?
Extra
or
small.
Extra small.
It depends. At places like Talbots, J. Crew, Madewell, or J. Crew Factory and Banana Republic, it's usually just extra small. But I will often go extra small when I shop at Madewell, because they tend to just have an oversized fit to most of their tops. So I always do extra small over there. Yeah, and with dresses there too, because they don't really have petite stuff over
Right.
there. So
Right. Well, I'm going to pull this one dress out. So I actually wore this to my daughter-in-law's baby shower, and she's having a girl, so that's why I chose pink. But it didn't arrive in time. But Kelly actually ordered the mini version of this.
Yes.
Because, why? Why did you order the mini version?
well, because this one doesn't come in petite sizes, and the mini version since it's sold in regular sizes and I am a short person, it will not hit me as a mini. It'll probably hit more around my knee.
Yeah,
So
I love
it won't
that.
be a true mini. And that's one of my favorite tricks. You know, don't think that just because you're petite, you have to always be buying petite stuff. It's true for a lot of things because the proportions can be different. But if you're talking about like a, you know, a shift dress or, you know, some kind of dress that doesn't have a waistline necessarily that you don't have to worry about it hitting you in a weird spot, definitely go for a regular size if it's a mini because you can certainly pull that off.
I know.
Yeah.
And I love that you're able to do that. I can't do that. And that's why I was really just sharing. So if you see a dress on me and you think it's too short, that's because I'm taller than the average person and my dresses are always too short.
A little bit short.
They just really are. So unless I mean, and sometimes I will buy a tall if that's available. But there again, talls, you know that's it's not always an option. So,
Yeah.
but that is actually one of my style secrets. If there is a tall, I will order it because I know it gives me like an inch or maybe two if I'm lucky. But I did just want to share this, and Kelly and I will have a reel over on Instagram where we'll be showcasing both of these. It just didn't arrive in time. I mean,
Yeah.
the mail, UPS, you just never know. Even when you expedite things, you just don't know when it's
Yeah.
going to arrive. But I did want to talk about that. And and that is from Tuckernuck, and that is one of the reasons why, because Kelly and I were actually just talking about, you know, where we shop. You don't really shop at Tuckernuck as much as I do because they don't have petites.
Yeah.
But we're going to try a few things out in the next, month or two because I really love Tuckernuck. I think it's really a great brand.
Yeah. Oh, I see so many things that
So
I
Tuckernuck,
would definitely buy.
Start expanding your sizes and carry petites. But
Yeah.
but that's one of the dresses that we're going to try. But I'm going to bring out a couple of other of my favorites from Tuckernuck. So this is a perennial one. And so I guess we have a question?
No, just a statement.
Okay.
Love the dogs, and then we have Billy from Greece.
Love the dogs. Well, thank you. They're being very annoying today, like right in the mix of things. And then Kelly has
Black.
Kelly has a black dress on, an
know,
Oscar
like,
and
please
Pax.
don't.
Yeah, they just shed like you would believe. Okay, go on, buddy.
Go on.
Go on. Go on. And then hello, Billy from Greece. Thanks for stopping by. So, but back to Tuckernuck. So this is a dress. They may have some limited sizes right now, but it's
really
one of their
cute.
perennial dresses. So there again, it's a shirt dress. So you can wear it buttons all the way down. This actually has a hidden placket. So if you
that's
don't really
nice, yeah.
like your buttons showing, that is definitely a feature. But I took this again on my cruise, my Mediterranean cruise last fall, and such a comfortable dress. And then I
Yeah.
just exchanged the self-tied belt with one of my own. And then it was a little chilly the day that I wore this, and then I just threw a denim jacket over the top. But
Yeah.
check out Tuckernuck because they really have some beautiful dresses.
They do, and I will say though that I use my mini as a knee length dress trick over there. So I do shop over
Yes.
there, and I just have to be kind of selective about what I'm looking at. And I've
Right.
certainly bought things there and then have had them altered because they do have such beautiful stuff.
They do.
That sometimes it's just
They really
worth
do.
the alteration. So
It is. So
Yeah.
do we have another question?
No, just another statement.
Okay.
Your lucky granddaughter will be a well-dressed baby.
So my lucky granddaughter will be a well-dressed baby. You better believe it. Yes, I've already, and actually I'll share this more in the coming months, but so my guest room, I'm not like going full boogie with a nursery of my own, but I'm transforming the guest room so it's nursery friendly because I don't know if you've heard, but I'm having not one, but two granddaughters this year. So my middle son and Chelsea are having a baby in May, and then my youngest son, who's my videographer, and his wife Tabitha are having a girl in August. So
Yeah.
2 girls.
Very
yeah,
exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
But I am doing just a little refresh with my guest room. So I have like a little. So I have a friend. I have a couple friends that have been grandmamas before me. So they're taking me through like what I need and what I don't. So I'm not getting like a crib. I'm getting a pack and play that has like a little bassinet that you can put in, and then I am getting a rocker. I'm investing in a really nice rocker, swivel, that kind of thing, and just have a little,
good.
have a little
Yeah.
reading nook. But
Little home
I'll
away
share
from
that.
home.
I'll share that with you. Maybe we'll do a YouTube video when I get that all finished. But it's getting
Yeah.
painted next week.
oh,
and
good.
So just a little refresh there. So let's
Nice.
see. So I went through. Oh, I have to share this. A couple more dresses. So this I wore last year. This is Maggie London, and it's a brand that I really love. Nordstrom carries Maggie London. I think Dillard's does. I mean, I think most of the retailers do.
Yeah.
So I had this last year, and it sold out like this. But this year, they have a different. So mine's more of like a beach scene. So now they have like a London street scene. Exact same dress. So we have it linked down below. But I did want to share that because I know many of you were disappointed last year.
Yeah. It's such a cute dress.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it really is.
Absolutely. And there again, it's a shirt dress, but it has a fitted waist. So there's a band right here at the waist. So it's not as loose as just a regular shirt dress. But
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to mention that because that is in stock. So go, if you liked this last year and it sold out, so go check that out. And then I always have to bring this dress out because this is one of my favorites from Anthropologie. I don't believe they have the leopard print anymore, but they always have different patterns. I know they have stripes. I'm not sure what other patterns they have. And they also have solids over there. But there again, what a beautiful fit. Just so comfortable. And Anthropologie brings this out year after year. So this is the Toby dress. So go check that out.
And I don't remember if the Toby dress comes in petite sizes, but Anthropologie is another place that I regularly shop for petite dresses. They have a really great petite dress selection.
Do they?
Yeah, they really do, yeah.
That I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good.
Very, very good. Especially if you need a petite dress for an occasion, whether it's an Easter or a christening
I know.
or, a party or, whatever might be coming your way, a wedding.
And all of our special occasions are coming up. So stay
Yeah.
tuned because Kelly and I'm going to the Ritz-Carlton next week. Kelly's going to join me for a little bit of a photo shoot. So we're going to have some fun dresses for special occasions coming up. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
But there again, I'm just going to bring out, I have two more favorite dresses. So again, this is a shirt dress. This is from J. Crew. They bring this out every year. They call it their utility dress.
Oh.
But it has pockets, and I usually wear it without a belt, and just one of my favorites. I just wear this all summer long. I have it in one or two more colors.
Yeah, that's a good one to have in multiple colors,
Yeah.
actually.
And then before we sign off, so this is, I've been sharing this for years and years, and I usually have one or two of you come over and say, Beth, I got this, when you recommended it 7 years ago. So this is a denim dress, a shift dress, Ralph Lauren, and Macy's usually has this still, and Bloomie's still has this. But there again, one of my favorite dresses. Again, a denim dress, a different weight of denim. Actually, I will just say, I've had mine for a long time, but I do remember when it first came home, it's a little bit stiff. The fabric's a little bit stiff, but it softens up after
Wash
you wear
and
it.
wear, yeah.
And I've had mine for 7 years, so it's really quite comfortable.
Well, it hasn't faded at all. The
I
denim is
know.
really dark still.
I know.
That's
yeah.
really nice.
And I've had it for sure for at least 7 years. Mr. Style was still alive when I was flitting around in this. So I did just want to mention that. But I think I've got everything.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I just wanted to just share some dresses besides the Talbots dresses that we had two that were that we had the same, and we will have reels later that we're going to take some more footage of those dresses so you can really see the petite and then,
regular.
yeah, and the regular
Side by side.
yeah. So any other questions before we sign off? No?
All right.
Okay. Actually, our videographer, he's not even paying attention. So any more questions? Okay. All right, ladies. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. So we are basically taking a little hiatus. So we won't be here next Wednesday or the week after that. And then now we're going to switch it up to Sundays. We think it'll be just an easier time for everybody to tune in. So it'll be Sundays now at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be back on April 27th.
All right.
Okay.
Week after Easter.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll see you April 27th.